Hello and welcome everybody. Today is a new day and we are going to continue with the grammar series today. And as you can see on the screen, we have practiced a lot of preposition. Today we are even in the last class I gave you a bit of homework, as you saw in my WhatsApp channel. You also saw it in my Telegram channel. So you must have solved it and you must have answered. Many of you have answered already. So we are going to check, okay, how many answers you have written correctly. So this is the preposition homework that we are going to discuss, but after that we haven't practiced transformation for a long time as of now. So transformation we are going to discuss, and I have tried to bring for you the very interesting sentences. Okay, we will try to see how many you can solve from there. And if you haven't followed my website, do check slothskill.com. that will be very interesting for you. And we are going to, this is relevant for all the classes 9, 10, 11, 12. As transformation, you know, it comes for all. So let's move into the questions. Fill in the blanks with the correct preposition. Can you please pass the salt dash me? Very easy. Tell me the answer of this one. Can you pass the salt to me? Many of you have written. Take that out and try to answer from there. It is check. Okay, check your answers from there. Can you pass the salt to me? You have to pass something like I don't have a pen. You are giving me the pen. Pass it to me. The keys are dash the drawer, so it will be always inside the drawer, right? So it will, what we have to write, in the drawer. Dash the desk. Okay, so where is the desk and where is the drawer? So if you see it is this is the desk and here I have my drawer, so under. Okay, we can write under the desk. The car is parked dash the garage. The garage, and you will park it where? Beside? No, inside. So in the garage. The bird flew through the trees. Now I have got 2-3 answers for this. You can write through the trees, like when a bird is flying through a forest. Okay, there are many trees, so through the trees you can write. But if you want to write from the trees, like flying from, okay, that way also it is correct. But I believe that it would be better if you write through the trees, because see, plural is given, not one tree. If the bird was sitting on one tree and flew from there, you could have written from the tree. It is better if you write through the trees. The ball rolled down the stairs. Okay, down, one step down. It cannot rise up, na? It will be against the gravity, so it goes down. So the ball rolled down the stairs. So I believe you submitted your answers. I got many. Those who haven't yet tried, do try, because every class, every grammar class, I will share one exercise like this in my WhatsApp channel, in the Telegram channel. Okay, anyone. So if you haven't connected with me in the WhatsApp channel, do join it. Link is given in the description box, so that you can practice daily or as many times my videos come. Now before we move into our transformation series, if you want a grammar book for practice, this you can follow for 9 and 10. Okay, phrasal verbs are here. Syllabus is followed according to 9 and 10, but of course phrasal verb you can follow from this book. You can if you are in 9 and 10, you can purchase this. It will help you till class 12, because you have transformation also. This is from Oswald Publishers book. This is how you have the phrasal verbs. These days you are getting more number of what? More number of phrasal verbs. Recently in Maharashtra, one of my students, I found 90%, 95% the preposition part is phrasal verb, because in the last to last class I told you that generally you have more number of preposition in classes 9 and 10. Once you go to 11, 12, 100% you have phrasal verbs only. But recently they have tried to make the paper even more difficult by taking phrasal verb to class 9 and 10 also. Okay, like maybe 1 or 2 they are getting prepositions, rest of it are phrasal verbs. So we have to prepare like that. So it is important that you practice the phrasal verbs from here, right? So you can prepare them. All this list is given to you. This is the first page of that list. You can follow the rest from the book. Okay, the link is given in the description box. So without any more delay, let us follow the class. Okay, now and yes, if you want to discuss your question paper, if you maybe you had an exam recently and you want to, my students in my batch, I discuss their papers, but because I cannot discuss for all of you, because I do not teach you personally. So you can share it to me, because you still have doubts, some doubts in your question paper. You can share the question paper, we can discuss it in the class. How will you share? Turn it into a PDF and then slothskill.contact@gmail.com. This is my website, this is my Gmail account. You can share your question paper in a proper PDF to this place. Okay, now let us come back to the topic. she did as well as any girl could have done. Okay, she did as well as any girl could have done, as simple as that. First think the question. No girl, that means this is what sentence? This is our, let us write it so that you can prepare the topic also. This is our degree of comparison, right? Degree of comparison we have practiced, I have discussed, I have told you one question you will get from here. So this is your question from degree of comparison. What will be the answer? She did as well. See, what is the adjective? Degree of comparison is all about adjectives. So adjectives, well is the adjective over here. Now well, what is the comparative and superlative degree of well? Good, better, best, well, better, best. Good and well are the same things, right? So well will have comparative degree better, superlative degree best. No girl, now this is comparison. No girl you have in one side, and the other side you will have this she, whoever this person is. What is the comparison? That she did as well as any girl could have done. Matlab, we can write no girl could have done. See, tenses could have done, so we will not change it. Could have done. Now as well as, this is positive, we want to make it to comparative. No girl could have done better than her. Bas, that's it. We will just change she to her. Rest of it is already there in my sentence. Clear? No girl could have done better than she did. You can write that way also, so that even lesser number of changes happen in your question. No girl could have done better than she did, right? Next, the peon was dismissed as he was dishonest. Alright, the peon was dismissed as he was dishonest. We have to use the noun form of dishonest. Okay, noun form of dishonest. See, think, dishonest can be my adjective. Okay, the dishonest boy, we can say dishonest boy. So boy is the noun, dishonest is explaining explaining the boy, so dishonest is my adjective. Okay, now if you have to change it to noun, that means it has to be like the father figure who is independent, does not depend on anybody, not like the adjective that you require a noun to appear on your paper, right? If I don't say boy, good has no sense. Good, you will ask who is good, what is good, right? So in that case it is important that we we need a noun, but for a noun nothing is required. So if you have to change dishonest to noun form, you can change it in its abstract form, right? Dishonesty. So the peon was dismissed for his dishonesty, we can write the peon was dismissed for his dishonesty would be the correct answer. Next, let's move to the third one. If she had been a little stronger, I could have allowed. What is the idea of the sentence? That she is not strong, that's why I did not allow her, right? That is the idea. I did not. For example, there is a girl in the house, she wants to go out at night at 1 o'clock in the night, and that place is not that safe. So I am not allowing her, not because she is a girl, but because she cannot protect herself. If she knows karate, if she knows jujutsu, anything like that, she can protect herself. She could have protected herself, but she cannot. Why? Because she is not that strong. So how will we frame it? I did not allow her, allow is written, could have allowed. So I did not allow her as she was not strong. For little, what is the word we will use? Strong enough. So I did not allow her as she was not strong enough. We have to write the word enough, although it is an extra word, because it is coming as an opposite for little. Okay, in Bengali we say ektu sahosh jodi hoto, थोड़ा सा भी अगर उसको वो strong होता तो I would have allowed. That means not enough, that's why I am not allowing. So enough word is necessary over here. Next, though he is in power, he never helps me. The fourth question, though he is in power, he never helps. Very easy, try on your own. Helped. Now 90% of the students in my batch, what they do is they will change helps to helped. Though he is in power, he never helped me. That is not what is asked. Right at the beginning it is written, na, make minimum changes. So how can you, now if I am saying that even if he is in power, he never helps me, that means it is a general idea that even if he has power, he will not help me. So if you change it to helped, then the meaning is changing, right? जब उसके पास पावर था, वो कभी मुझे हेल्प नहीं करता था. It is changing into past. Meaning is completely changing, right? So we cannot change it to helped. How will we do it then? Though he is in power, let's keep it unchanged. Now this is actually what kind of sentence? This is actually our active passive. Okay, how can I call it active passive? See, over here he never helps me. Just watch this much. he is my subject, right? Never helps is my verb, O is my me is my object, right? So SVO, that means this is active. Change it to passive. He never helps me. Think about this much only. Bring object in front, me will change to I. Never helps, present tense, and it has I. So I am never helped by him. So I am never helped me. It has this word helped. That is why it is changed to whatever is asked. Correct? All the sentences are very interesting. Follow them, you will love them. Try to solve them first, then you see what is the explanation. William is reputed to be a better player than he is. This is again very interesting. Try it. First, this is again degree of comparison, right? So if it is a degree of comparison sentence, think with whom you are comparing. Once though we already have this idea, it is William. Another one, he. No, who is this he? Nobody. This is actually William himself. That means two sides, William himself, and the other side is William's reputation. So how will you compare William to William's reputation? Which one is more? William is reputed to be better. That means William's reputation is more than what he really is. That is it. William is not as good a player as he is reputed to be. इतना अच्छा नहीं है जितना उसके पास उसका reputation है. For example, if I take my example, possibly I have a lot of reputation. People think that she is very good. She teaches grammar very nicely. But in reality, possibly I do not teach so well. Okay, that means comparing myself to my reputation. Okay, so I am not as good a teacher as I am reputed to be. Possibly you understood this sentence. So this is also example of degree of comparison. Next, we will move to the next question, number 6. I will cancel the agreement but not agree to such humiliating terms and conditions. I would rather, very important, put a star, very important question. I would rather. Okay, how will you frame this? I would rather, so whole thing, this part cancelled. I would start from here. I would rather cancel the agreement. So but already means rather already means but. Okay, so I would rather cancel the agreement than agree to such humiliating terms and conditions. I would rather cancel the agreement than agree to such humiliating terms and conditions. For example, sometimes we say ना करेला नहीं खाएंगे. करेला खाने से तो अच्छा है कि ना खाए. It is better to avoid karela. It is so important to avoid karela that I would, one day karela is made in my house, I would avoid the lunch only. So how will I frame this like this? I would rather not eat. I would rather or skip lunch according to the sentence. I would rather skip lunch than eat karela for lunch. Okay, clear? Because I hate karela. There are few people who love it. 7. He claims to have heard some voices that are beyond human explanation and understanding. Now, in this sentence, you have to change this part, beyond human explanation or understanding. One word you require for the whole thing. What word is suitable over here, which you cannot explain? Human explanation, human understanding se upar hai, cannot be explained by human beings, cannot be understood by human beings. What can be the word? It can be supernatural, it can be something like otherworldly, it can be transcendental, it can be paranormal, any word. He claims to have heard some paranormal voices, okay, some voices that are paranormal. Let's not change anything. He claimed to have heard some voices that are supernatural. He claimed to have heard some voices that are otherworldly. Okay, whatever you want, transcendental, you can use it. Okay, next, number 8. A tree is known by its fruit. Okay, so what is the idea of this sentence? That sometimes we say na ki his father is only a drunkard, how can he be a good child? Okay, that kind of, it's a proverb, right? Here tree is known by its fruit. Okay, so if it is giving proper fruit, you can understand that the tree is good. If it is like, if you see the child also, you can say, acha, this is how the child behaves. Like the comment that I received, which was very negative. Okay, so this is how a person behaves with a teacher. So possibly he is not getting a good kind of a parenting. Possibly he sees that kind of a behavior. Possibly his parents do not behave properly with the teachers, do not respect elders. That is why he also cannot. Either he is not a student, or he is a student and has not learned good manners. right? So this is the main idea of the sentence. So what will you write it? As the tree is, okay, a tree is known by its fruit. So you can frame it as the fruit is, so shall be the tree. A tree is known by its fruit. So as the tree is, so shall be the fruit, right? So we can frame the sentence as the tree is, so shall be the fruit, which means the tree is the same and accordingly similar kind of fruit only you will have. Na? If the tree is weak, what kind of fruit you will get? Not good, right? So as the tree is, the fruit shall be. So this is actually used as a proverb, meaning that when you see the child, you can know what kind of parenting he has got, and vice versa. If you see the parent, you can say that his child or her child cannot be good or has to be good, necessarily has to be good. Such a good parent should bear very good children, right? So this is all for today, because these are very kind of interesting sentences. You must have spent quite some time over here. I will not try to stretch the video even longer. It is better if we practice for 15-20 minutes, that's enough, okay? Even in my videos, if you practice and jitne bhi you could not solve, if you try them later on, revisit them, you can fairly score good marks in the grammar part. Just that there are some, we can only complete 60% of the content in the YouTube channel, because I only have 4 days, right? And that also 9, 10, 11, 12, all the classes. I try to practice as much, but we can still complete only 60%. So practice, you must have your tutors, you must have your school teachers also. So practice those, along with that follow these. Ask the doubts in the comment section, and most importantly, you will write to me how much you have scored out of 8. Okay, we had 8 transformation sentences, so you will write to me how much you have scored, okay, out of 8. As I always tell you, don't forget to do that. Many of you are doing it. Others also come into this league, because it is important for me to understand how good the questions were, right? And accordingly I can bring more such questions. These questions I actually liked it. Let me know if you also found them interesting, okay, so that we can do one more set of these questions. Thank you so much. See you in my next class, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.